Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at Redline Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets. On the visitor's sideline, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys ready to get this one going. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And normally when you talk about a quarterback on his third team in as many years, you're worried about this kid's potential. But in this case, Justin Fields has plenty of it, and he flashed it big time during his short tenure in Pittsburgh. Now he has the opportunity in New York to be a full-time starter once again, and the Jets are excited about his potential.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Hall again. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Breece Hall, and all the way in, touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 73 yards. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now Rodgers going to shift them around. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2nd and 6. On the give, it's Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Fields now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw is Fields. That is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Alan Lazard from 17 yards out. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A handoff for Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jermaine Johnson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On the run, it's Warren. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. This a 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll give to Hall. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Hall.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. A shotgun snap, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields, a 10-yard touchdown run.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me. I'm born to howl at the moon.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off the play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Give to Hall.
And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
Almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience, looked around, took his time before choosing his team. And boy, are they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finishing the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Now a run with Warren. And Some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here's one.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run it. Warren.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Warren again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Johnson.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Calvin Austin.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the
off Jacko.
And he'll get it up.
Face Turquoise covering nice.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
Here's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Is dit I what praat?
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields. He'll try and do this himself. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Rodgers wants to change the look. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll run on 1st down. It's Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. How about this? They'll try the option left side. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And New York set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Give them 32 on the play. Operating from the gun, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing again is Fields. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Throwing is Rodgers. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 55 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. Warren will try the right side. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Situander RBN. Darian is Moed.
I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Got his man. It's Gainwell. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he finds Austin complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That is caught. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the... And he takes it back to So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point now by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Fields. He'll try and do that, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. They're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Fields. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This pass out wide to Hall.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Here we go. At the Steelers.
Now it's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first.
And the Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 25.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reynolds. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Justin Fields, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw left side, caught by the tight end flyer move. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Rodgers with a keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of. Winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Number 50, hey, you block over here.
Rodgers will throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Breaks through the contact. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. 3rd down and 13. Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Steelers, hey, you get a win, you